From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hey AJ, guess what? I am. However, you are wearing the most perfect color for today's episode. Meanwhile, I am going to go summon Beetlejuice.
I just realized I wasn't even talking. Why would my mic be muted? Yours wasn't. Stop laughing. But this episode is called Endure and Survive. It's episode 5 of HBO's The Last of Us. Now that we've gotten that figured out, and now Susy's completely dying of laughter. Again, I'm trying to figure out why mine was muted. Usually it's yours. So let's talk about the episode, Susie, now that, we freaked out everybody in the YouTube verse that can hear you and not me. What are your thoughts on the episode and the Kathleen arc that we had throughout the episode?
Kathleen. Oh, is she the military woman
Yeah.
who's in charge?
Yeah.
So I like this arc. I'm gonna let AJ touch on the game side of it.
She's not even there.
She wasn't in the game.
She was not in the game at all.
But I like how they did this story. I personally think that she needed to get her head out of her butt. Because there's bigger things at work here than something happening to somebody. Like, get over it.
Well,
we understand it was
vendettas
bad.
are
We
a
understand
thing.
you're upset about it, but like, get over it. The kid is your future. You should be working towards helping the kid. Kids die. I was so triggered. But also, I understand where she's coming from. So, like, I'm not mad at I'm not mad at where she was coming from. I just feel like her viewpoint was a little skewed given the world around her.
Well, she's letting her own vendetta control her life. Knox, welcome back. The episode is the epitome of great media, and I'm never watching it again.
I'm more impressed that AJ said the word epitome.
I sounded it out.
I'm still impressed that you said it. You don't like big words.
It's not a big word. It's just on the AJ spectrum of words, it's up there. It's up there.
I called it a big word, AJ.
But I really didn't like her arc at all. Not because they diverted everything from the game with her, because she's not in the game. I didn't like it because everything she did, like your cup, it felt rushed. It felt like this episode, boom.
Did you just realize what cup I was using?
Yes, it did. You had last episode where you figure out she's a militant leader, and then this episode you get her culmination, but it felt very rushed. It was like, here's A, here's B, let's do it. Done.
Because you and I were pointing out, like, we got, like, almost 3/4 of the way through the episode, and we went, the episode's almost done?
Yeah, this was about a 45-minute episode.
Of course, my response to us realizing that the episode was almost done was, but AJ, we haven't seen the black hole yet.
And then 3, 2, 1, gigantic sinkhole, and World War Z zombies come flying out of it. But that was holy cow, you want to get rid of a militant force? That's how you do it. The only thing you need is Joel with a rifle giving you Overwatch.
I think my favorite character from this episode was, is his name Sam or Sean?
The young boy, Sam.
Yeah, Sam. Because you see that he's terrified.
Yes, very much so.
He can't hear. He's deaf. You see the sign language through the whole episode, which is amazing. But he's so scared. And part of it's because he doesn't understand what's going on. And I think he would be my favorite character because you see that no matter what, he trusts Henry to get him out of this alive.
Where he needs to go, yeah.
Yeah, and he starts to trust Ellie and trust Joel. And so it really, his ending really sucks for me because
No.
I actually got attached to him this episode.
I did not want to say a damn thing. I was trying to be good and let you deal with that.
I knew he was gonna have a sad ending, but I didn't know it was gonna be that sad. Like I literally thought that they were just gonna part ways and that he would be eaten by a zombie. No, this was worse. Actually, his ending was a little better than the guy who got his head ripped off, but not by much.
Not by much at all. Like, he did the full, like the big-ass bloater, which we'll talk about in a second, but Knox also says, I didn't care for Kathleen at all as a villain. I mentally blocked her parts. I did like the change they made for Henry and Sam, though.
I feel like she was necessary for the change for Henry and Sam, though.
I mean, it still happens kind of the same way.
Yeah. I also don't view her as a villain. I feel like...
a necessary evil.
Yeah. Because I feel like she portrays a lot... See, it's hard because we're not in that situation.
I don't want to be either,
like...
just so throwing that out there.
No. But I feel like she portrays what a lot of people are gonna go through, like, were that to ever happen. You know, so I don't feel like her story was necessary. I feel like they could have dealt without it, but I also don't feel like it wasn't unnecessary.
Yeah. I just felt
Like,
her whole thing was rushed.
But, like, also, I didn't play the games. So you're getting a perspective of not playing the games. And I like that she was added in there. To be fair, though, I like the actress, which, you know, bias. But, like, I don't know.
But let's talk about the traversal part, because this whole beginning of the episode was all Henry and Sam. How did you like how we saw their movements leading up to holding Joel and Ellie to gunpoint, Susie?
I liked it. I liked that they kind of gave us, you know, kind of a timeline of how everything was happening. I did find it funny, though, that both you and I, when they caught up to Joel and Ellie, were both like, oh, that's Joel and Ellie.
Yeah, the minute we heard the shooting, I was like, bet you that's Joel
familiar.
and Ellie.
Yeah. I hate shows that do this, though. Like, episode 3, we got like two characters, their like entire life story.
Yeah.
From when this started all the way until they died. This one, we didn't get as much. There's a lot of fill in the blanks there. But, like, I don't like when episodes start to do that, only because then it starts to feel like filler. Like, you're literally just trying to make up time so that you reach the amount that you need for an episode.
Yeah.
And so I'm really hoping this isn't like a common pattern, because, like, what, this is episode 5.
It shouldn't. We
saw that in
we
episode
only have
3.
4 more episodes.
Like, I don't know. I just don't want to see this to be like a pattern. And if you're going to make this a pattern, show me more of Joel and Ellie. Stop showing me all the other characters and making me get attached to them.
Well, didn't Game of Thrones do that for you too?
Yeah, but not in flashbacks.
Oh, okay. Knox also says Sam is such a cutie, and I think that what makes his death worse in the game, he was younger than Ellie and they had that sibling relationship, and I like how Sam's character was deaf because the actor was. Which I didn't know the actor
Yes.
was deaf. That's actually a nice inclusion.
I didn't know that, but I love that. I love that. I love that for them. Um, I do like the fact that at least from what we've seen, there's no cochlear implants. So you could see that, they really were relying on just sign language to communicate. Um, so I love that inclusion into The Last of Us. I love that he was deaf himself. Like that's just awesome. I love that all of that inclusion stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Knox, thank you for the last couple episodes, you jumping in and coming to chat with us. Appreciate the involvement. But let's get into the big ass bloater in the room here. Susie, did that guy freak you out as much as he freaked me out? Because in the game, it happens during the daylight seeing your first one. This time,
Okay,
it's literally like fires right behind him. It's literally like a freaking wrestling entrance.
so I have a problem. Okay. You have to realize that my husband and I have watched all of Stranger Things. Okay. We're entirely caught up on Stranger Things. So I saw this thing coming out of the freaking ground and I went, ooh, wait, I'm watching The Last of Us. Why is Stranger Things in here? Until he picked up and threw somebody and went, oh, this is not Stranger Things.
Yeah.
This is not Stranger Things.
If you thought that big ass truck was a wrecking ball, this thing is a wrecking ball.
So I love the build up to this.
Okay.
Because we find out that they drove everything underground. So they're in the tunnels, they're in the they're networking underneath the surface. And just a simple sinkhole releases the horde.
Well,
And you get you get the Hulk in zombie form.
Well, you remember last episode that they showed the sinkhole breathing.
Yeah.
It was like if there's one there, there's definitely going to be more. But Jesus, this guy just rips people apart. Kathleen's right hand man just grabs him by the mouth and just hit. Goodbye. Thank you for playing.
I don't even think he grabbed him by the mouth. I think he grabbed him under here and took the whole head off.
No.
Like
No.
I don't think there was a head ripping it. I think a whole head came off.
Like, I think he felt it for probably about a split second. It was like, hey, I'm nearly headless. Now I'm fully headless.
You had to bring nearly headless Nick into this, didn't you?
I did not say Nick. You said the name Nick. I did not.
I did.
Which, he's got a fun side quest. Just saying.
There's a lot of things that I would like to say right now, and I'm going to refrain.
That has never stopped you before, unless they're really, really bad.
They could be really, really bad.
Oh, Jesus. So, now let's talk about the connection between Sam and Ellie. Kind of. You know, he shows her that he was bitten, and Ellie's like, my blood is medicine. And I really think Ellie knew it was not going to work, and he was just trying to put Sam's mind at ease. Because I really don't expect I really don't think she was going to fall asleep. I think she was going to wait for Sam to fall asleep and then go tell Joel and Henry. But I think
No. I think she believed her blood would work.
Really?
I think that because otherwise, why would she have walked over to him the way that she did?
Well, because she knows she's not gonna get infected. She already knows that.
Yeah, but she still should have gone to Joel and been like, Joel, you need to come.
I don't think she wanted
your
to.
gun.
I don't think she wanted to create panic.
Yeah, but I really do. I don't think she knew. I think she thought her blood would have healed him. Because
Interesting.
why else would she write "I'm sorry"?
Because she knew it wasn't going to work. And she gave him
Or
hope.
she thought it, or she thought it really was gonna work. She gave him hope, and he turned
I was going to say, hope,
anyway.
hope is the scariest thing in the world.
But I feel like this scene could be interpreted two different ways.
Yeah, and I think we're both hitting it on the heads either way.
Yeah, because the way I view it is that she really thought it was gonna work.
Yeah.
She's being taken to scientists to find a cure for this with her blood.
Yeah.
So I feel like I really feel like that she believes that it would work, not realizing that there's probably more involved than just putting your blood on the wound.
Yeah. So, Susie, when he turned, was that a shock to you?
No,
Like that full out like aggressive right there? Not a shock?
no,
Okay.
no.
What was the shock
Wasn't a
for
shock.
you?
The shock for me was how Henry reacted.
Would you have done the exact
Um,
same thing in the end, or how would you have handled it?
I would have preferred it be my hand. So I would have done the exact same thing, but I wouldn't have stopped Joel. Because Joel was going to get Ellie.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have stopped Joel because Joel's just protecting his daughter. But no, it's definitely like the only thing that I disagree with in this situation is the end reaction to it is
Mhm.
instead of moving forward and trying to find a way to continue to live, he took, I'm not going to say the easy way out because we're dealing with zombies. But the he took his first response, which is not what Sam would have wanted.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what you have to think about is what would he have wanted.
Yeah, I think in that very because the scene is done very well. It shows how fast things can escalate from 0 to
Yeah.
100.
The biggest thing that I disagree with is if he was going to do it, I don't feel like he should have done it in front of Ellie.
It's exactly the same way in the game too. Like boom, boom, done.
Yeah.
Like grief hit fast.
Yeah. But I think that's also what made Ellie write "I'm sorry" on it is because she felt like both those deaths were her fault.
And you kind of hear that after the fact, after Joel, buried them, she drops the little pad, and she's like, "We got to get going." And you could hear the ugh in her voice. I like the change in Henry's dialogue after he shot Sam. Henry in the game pointed the gun at Joel, saying, "It's all your fault." But here Henry was like, "What did I do?" So, yeah, he wasn't throwing it to Joel like he did in the game. And thank you, Knox, again. I feel like my lights are going to turn off if I keep saying that. For all you Harry Potter fans, reference there. But, no, I like the little bit of change just for the fact of it doesn't throw everything on our two lead characters like it did in the game. But shit, that was a tough scene. Because instead of a game where I first saw it, these are actual people.
Yeah. And that AJ can vouch because so we do a Zoom call while we do this. AJ can vouch for the fact that I covered my face. I literally thought we were going to watch it. I freaking
dude, we saw Sam bite the bullet. Like even if it was blurred, you still saw it happen. I was like, holy shit, we're on HBO. That's right.
Yeah.
I was very shocked, but
I was not prepared. My emotions hurt.
What were you more prepared for, the red wedding or this?
This.
You were more prepared for this one?
I was more prepared for this one.
Which one shocked you more?
The Red Wedding.
Oh, shit. Damn it, Filch. I'm
So
sure.
Will comes upstairs
Uh-oh.
and he walks past me, goes into the kitchen to get himself a bowl of ice cream, which is fine. Perfectly fine. But while he's scooping this ice cream, he's doing a freaking dance in the kitchen. Then walks past me with this bowl of ice cream. He's telling me he's mad at me, and I don't know why.
Because he probably wanted to watch the episode.
I don't know.
Just saying.
Oh, he's mad at me because I ate all the whipped cream. I can make more. I brought whipping cream.
You guys are weird. You guys are really weird.
No, what's really weird is how he just walked away with his butt sticking out.
Alright, Susie, anything else for episode 5?
No, I am looking forward to episode 6. I do like that our tradition of not watching any of the previews for next week is fantastic. Because I feel like I'm not mentally prepped for the next episode, which greatly helps AJ's reactions to me while I'm watching this, and he's going, "Oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that."
Well,
Meanwhile, I'm going, "You didn't warn me. You didn't tell me."
I'm pretty
was
sure I know what
eating.
I'm pretty sure I know where next episode is going to end.
I was in the middle of eating. I made KFC famous bowls, homemade KFC.
Yeah,
famous
sure.
bowls. In the middle of freaking eating. This one over here, no warning. He knew it was coming. I'm like, dude, I'm eating.
Oops. Sorry.
Like, why are you like this?
Sorry. But I'm excited for episode 6. We only have 6, 7, 8, and 9. 4 more episodes, and I feel like they're going to be heavy bleeping hitters. Like, all the episodes have been good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we are starting to really get to the end game. And it starts with where I think the next episode is going to end, and that's kind of a skewed viewpoint. If you get it, you get it. I'm not going to kebab it for you.
Nope. No, I'm fine.
All right, Susie, where can people find you? Outside of trying to figure out my little pokes.
And prods.
Yes.
Finishing up our Discord channel, working.
Yeah.
Making my lunches for the week.
Gotta fix our Discord channel because the IFTTT is broken again.
I was working earlier.
Not today.
Oh, well. Oops.
Whoopsies. All right, well,
Whoopsies.
you can find me wherever Rob Paulson says, so take it away, Rob Paulson.
Hey, you guys, this is 625 here from Lilo and Stitch. Some people think of me as AJ Coppola. I don't care. Just follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Twitch at NDTA Jalistar15, and Xbox and PSN at AJ Allstar 15. I should have said AJ Allstar, but I'm a sandwich maker. What the hell do I know? Do yourself a favor. Go get yourself a hot fudge marshmallow tuna fish and ham sandwich. All right? Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
All right, that was a fun conversation while we were off screen that we're not going to get into here, but bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for the what movie, Susie?
The Page Master.
Page Master.
With Macaulay Culkin.
And Christopher Lloyd. All right, see you later, everybody.
Bye.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.